Good morning. Welcome to World Religions, RE109 at Park University. This is DLB, Spring 1, 2016. If this is not the correct class, you can cut off the video, go to your advisor, and get into the correct one. This is the pre-course video. Each week I try to do a video regarding your assignments and any questions you may have to help clarify what's in the course, as well as give a short little lecture. Many of you have grown up on the internet, and so videos are an easier way for you to learn and to comprehend. Others of you who prefer the print form, all of this will be in print form in much more detail, so I encourage each and every one of you to read the emails. So let me just give you a little introduction. My name is Dr. Nancy Almodovar. I have been teaching at Park University for many years now, and I teach not only this course, but I also teach Religion in Today's World, RE109. 308. On rare occasions, I teach that course. This course is an introductory course to most religions. We're going to look at some ancient ones. We're going to look at some prehistorical religions, carvings in caves and things like that, where we are pretty much speculating what they believed and what they lived by. I often use the term worldview because not everyone has a formal religion, though everyone has a religion. Even if you do not believe in a God, you have teachings that you hold to. There are precepts that you live by, and you will come to find in this course that you don't need to have a deity in order to be considered a religion. One of the other things that you will find in this class is that all religions are not the same. In fact, all religions do not lead to the same place. All religions do not have the same basic beliefs. All religions do not have a God. All religions do not have a single God. Many religions have multiple gods. Many religions have no afterlife. Many have an afterlife. Some have a scaled system where you get to go the afterlife depending on your good works. And one in particular has no scale at all because it is based upon the work of another that is then imputed to you in that worldview. And we'll get into that, and if you don't know which one that one is that I'm talking about, you'll find out in week 6 when we get to the 3 major religions. When I speak of major religions or minor religions, I am not talking about their importance. I am talking about the volume and the number of people who follow those beliefs. And we are finding some religions moving out of minor into major, but they haven't quite made it so in number of followers and adherents, so they stay listed as minor religions. We will be looking at Roman and Greco mythology. We will be looking at what causes conflict in some religions in some of the weeks. We will be looking at just so many things. If I went off into it now, it would take forever on this video, and I don't want it to be a long video. So I want you to take out your syllabus. If you haven't printed it out, you can slide the video over into one half of your screen and pop up the syllabus on the other half. I want to look at the page that begins with grade points possible. If you have opened it up in Word, it is page 8, and we're going to go through to page 11 very quickly. I want to discuss the personal perspective paper. This paper is strictly from your view. It is from your experience. You do not need any references. This is a paper about your own religious upbringing or non-religious upbringing or multiple religion upbringing. It is due Sunday of week 1 before midnight. Then you will have you don't have the weekly reading, the weekly class discussions, sorry. Well, let me go back. The weekly reading quizzes, basically these are short quizzes each week. At the end, your final will have all of its questions randomly drawn from these 7 quizzes. Actually 8. The last one is an essay form, but the first 7 is what the final's drawn from. And you will need to keep these and the corrections that you receive as your study tool. The next is your weekly class discussions. First of all, do not pick a duplicate topic. If you've seen somebody has answered question 7 already, you cannot answer question 7. You must answer a question that someone hasn't answered yet. I understand that we're all pretty much global, so I give a 12-hour frame. So if somebody answered question 7 at, let's say, 1 a.m. on Wednesday, and you answer it by 1 p.m. on Wednesday, you're good to go. However, if you answer it on Thursday, no good. You need to go and do another question. The reason is each of these questions gets you thinking about the textbook information that you have read, and it helps to facilitate discussion. Okay, so those are due by Thursday before midnight. Your responses must be to 2 students. If you respond to something I post, that's not counted as a response to your peer. That's just a good thing to do, is to respond to my questions and my input. And I try to be very, very involved in the weekly discussions, especially from Monday to Thursday, and then I will usually poke my head in maybe Sunday afternoon after church for me. So the other thing on the weekly class discussions, get your questions answered at earliest in the week, and then you have the most choices. The weekly individual project, this begins in week 2. I call it the WIP, W-I-P. This is where you're taking the religions from that week and you are going to summarize them. Now, the template for this project is included in your pre-week 1, your week 1, and your week 2 email, announcement emails. So you must, please, 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 I did the template so it makes it easy for you to understand what you're doing. Use this template. If you don't use the template, it's going to get shot back with a 0, and I'm going to ask you to do it again, and then you're going to get docked for it being late. So read your emails, read your emails, read your emails. I can't say that enough. I try to be as open and communicative as possible. I give you my text, my cell number, my emails, my home office number. So please do me the courtesy of reading your emails and checking your emails daily. There may be a change in assignments. Okay, the next assignment is in week 7, which is your core assessment. This particular assignment is pretty much just a duplicate of your WIPs, so I may change it, so be on the alert for that. Your interdisciplinary paper, this is your research paper, and it is where you take the religious concepts and terms that you have learned during the semester, and you're going to apply them to your field of study. Whatever your degree is in, that's where you need to begin applying this, and you will get more instructions on this around week 4 in preparation. Your topic needs to be to me by Friday before midnight of week 5. Then your final exam is a comprehensive exam taken from all the weekly quizzes. As for grading, if you are late and you haven't asked for an extension, I give a 0. These assignments are pretty quick. They are pretty easy. It's a 109 course. So this is your basic first level course. And if you can't get it into me on time without letting me know at least 24 hours in advance that something's up, then it just goes for a 0. If, however, it's something like, yeah, hurricane or tornado came through, I do watch the news, so, and I do know where you guys live. That's on the register. So then I will let you know if you're getting an extension. So classroom conduct, which is on page 9 near the bottom, I encourage debate. I find no better way to discuss beliefs than to debate. Now, debate does not mean to deride your fellow classmate. If you have a classmate who is Hindi and you are Buddhist, you're going to have differences of opinions that are very strong on whether or not there is an afterlife. So I expect good discussion and good debate. I just ask that you do not reference someone's beliefs in the terms of, well, that's just stupid, or that's an idiot. Unfortunately, in semesters past, I have had people who have said of those who have held to their beliefs and didn't want to compromise them, be called jerks. I don't permit that. That's what we call an ad hominem attack, and that is completely unnecessary. Non sequiturs as well will not be accepted, and so you'll get a little note from me privately in email first to re-edit your post, and if it's not done within 48 hours, then you'll just get a 0, because it is important that when we're talking religion or politics, that we respect the other person's belief, and respect does not mean to adhere to it. You'll find out in my bio that I am a Reformed Christian, which comes out of the Protestant Reformation and completely disagrees with the majority of evangelicals today on many issues, and yet while I can disagree and believe that they have an incorrect interpretation on some points, I can still respect them and have decent and respectful dialogue with them. So the netiquette guidelines are: remember the human, adhere to the same standards of behavior both online that you would in real life, so forth and so on, and be forgiving of others' mistakes. If they misinterpreted you, simply clarify it. Academic honesty. This is a sticking point for me. I do not like plagiarism. Plagiarism to me is theft. Plain and simple. Theft of thought. I have had students who thought they could plagiarize the entire course, and they got an F. So this is my policy. If I catch plagiarism, oh, by the way, your discussions are run through 3 plagiarism checkers. Your papers are also run through the same, and know that it is not Grammarly that I run it through. I run it through professional plagiarism checking sites and programs. So if you're caught, I will assume that you merely forgot to put the reference. I will email you. You have 24 hours, which is why I tell you to look at your emails every 24 hours and every single day, because you may get a note from me, and I want you to just put the reference in. That's all. Just redo whatever the assignment was. If it was the discussion thread and you forgot to put it in, just slip it in. Send me a note saying, Dr. Almodovar, I put in the reference. Sorry, I forgot. My bad. However, if I don't get a response, then you will get a 0. If I catch it twice and you have not responded that you did it in error, you made a mistake, then that's when I send up a report of plagiarism up to the office. And that's when you will be notified of the seriousness and the consequences of plagiarism. The past 2 semesters, I have not had any issues. I guess because I've kind of let everyone know that this is, my policy is strict. It is as strict as Parks, and I emphasize it. So I haven't had any issues, and also the integrity of students is high, and I expect that from you too. So if I find out that you have plagiarized something, you will have a 24-hour window to fix it, And if you don't fix it, the second offense will earn an immediate F on the assignment, and you will be reported to administration at Park. So there's a couple other things that I want to let you know that are coming your way. First of all, this is information overload week. So I try to do it pre-week 1, which is why you have this link to the YouTube. But you're going to get a couple of files. So I want you to read them and then email me back that you have read and understood them. Ask any questions that you have on them. So you're going to get helpful tips for citing in your papers. You're going to also receive an announcement called How to Get an A in RE109. You will also receive a notification explaining late submission of course material, online courses versus face-to-face. Because we're doing this online, I don't see you take all the assignments off the desk because we're a virtual class. So I need you to give me the courtesy of responding to every single email I send you. Unless at the bottom it says you don't need to respond to this. But each announcement, I need to know that you read it. There will be questions in there that you will need to answer in your email response to me. You will also receive a list of the plagiarism checkers that I use. You will also receive the pre-week 1 announcement, my quiz policy, which is you can only take it once. I run my online quizzes just like I do my face-to-face courses, which is you sit, you take your quiz, you submit your quiz. There are no redos on quizzes at the college level. And then you'll also get a sheet that has your assignments at a glance for the semester, and you will be able to see that. And then just keep that with your calendar, or mark on your calendar, your desk calendar, your wall calendar, your electronic calendar, however you do it, what your assignments are for the following week and the entire semester. So, a little bit about me. I studied theology and philosophy. I am currently working on a second master's degree online in theology with a concentration in church history. Again, I am a Reformed Christian, which is very different than a typical evangelical Christian. We have very different sets of beliefs regarding the sovereignty of God and salvation. We come out of the Protestant Reformation, while evangelicals come out of the, how did we call it? Not the Counter-Reformation, that was the Roman Church, but the Anabaptist Reformation. So we have a few beliefs that are different, but that doesn't mean I don't understand those beliefs either. I grew up in an evangelical church and later became Reformed. I am happily married to Reverend Roberto Almodovar, who is retired, and we have 2 beautiful cats. One is a calico, but she's really tuxedo. Her parents were calicos and tortoise, but she just came out tuxedo, so she's black and white. And that is Geneva Calvin, and our other kitty is Katharina von Bora Luther. We call her Katie. She is a tabby Maine Coon mix, and she's got all kinds of colors on her and a big fluffy tail. And she's our kitten, and sometimes you'll catch her coming across my desk on the video, because she doesn't yet understand how to obey. Anyway, I love hunting. If you can tell by my Muddy Girl shirt, I love fishing. I love sports shooting, and I do a lot of that. I am formerly from New York City, where you could do none of that, and now I live in Mountain Home, Idaho, right near the base, and I am happy to be your teacher. I am thrilled to be teaching again for Park University this coming semester, and I am excited to see what this coming semester has in store for each and every one of us. Please keep in mind that this course is going to go fast. The first 4 weeks always seem to drag. And then week 5 hits and it's like we just took the bullet train to finals. So if you have questions, I always, always, always encourage you to email me, call me, text me. Let me know in text who you are. If I pick up the phone and your caller ID doesn't show up, then please let me know who you are and what class you're in. And I am here to help you succeed. That is the one thing my students always report on the surveys, that I am always around for you to succeed. I've had professors who were missing in action after week 1, and by the time week 16 came around, I still had questions from week 4 that weren't answered. And I vowed and I promised that I would never be that type of professor. So I want you to know that I am here to help. I am here to help you succeed. If an emergency comes up, please contact me as soon as you are able to. Whether it's a flood or electrical thing or something more serious, please let me know and I will work with you either to help you to put this class off for another semester and write whatever you need to your advisor that needs to be done so that you don't lose credit for it or lose payment on it. Or if you just need to have an assignment extended for another 3, 4, 5 days. Please let me know. Please contact me and don't hesitate. I really am here to help you. I know what it's like to learn online and feel like you're all alone because you really don't communicate other than via text with your fellow students. So please let me know if you need help. If you think you're slipping or falling, please let me know. By week 4, I will be contacting you personally to make sure that you're doing okay. Even if you're doing great with straight A's, I'll still be sending you a note to make sure that I'm doing the best I can to make your experience in this particular course the best experience you've ever had at Park. So with that, you have a lot of stuff to read. I know this was a longer video than I really wanted it to be, but I wanted to cover some major materials, and I want you to stay in contact with me. And don't forget, please read your emails daily. Just check them, put them on your phone, put the app on your phone so that you can see if I email you. Remember to have the courtesy to respond to me as I do to your emails in a timely manner. I try to do it within 24 hours. Park says I have 48, but I know what it's like learning online. You're working on something, you've got other things going on. You don't have 48 hours to get a response. You would like it much quicker, so I try to do it much quicker. If you don't hear from me, perhaps I'm sick. So just text me. I always have my phone with me. It's pretty much attached to my other hip. And so just let me know. And I am really looking forward to the semester. So welcome to Park University, Spring 2016, Spring 1 and RE109 World Religions. I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you.